So funny because I didn't even know this movie was like a thing. I saw Emily Blunt, Jon Hamm, and Jamie Dornan and said, where was this film on my radar at all? Then I got the screener invite and I was like, oh, of course I want to watch that film. What's going on, buddy? Welcome back to a brand new movie review. My name is Zach, and if you guys enjoy talking movies, well, this is the place for you. Hit that like and subscribe button so we can keep talking movies every single day over here on a daily basis. I'm a geek, and I'm sure many of you guys are as well. Make sure as well to comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Are you guys excited for Wild Mountain Thyme? Are you not? Let's discuss it. Wild Mountain Thyme is about a pair of star-crossed lovers in Ireland who get caught up in their family's land dispute. This is directed and written by John Patrick Shanley, and again stars the likes of Emily Blunt, Jamie Dornan, Jon Hamm, and even Christopher Walken. What a great cast this is. And again, that cast is what engaged me to want to go and check out this film. But, sadly, I need to say this and get it out of the way. I wasn't a fan of this movie. I found it to just be fine. And I think there will be people who do find an audience with this film. I think this movie will find that audience that really much enjoys these type of romances. And romances, for me, I can enjoy. I love romantic comedies. But when it comes to the romantic dramas, those are the ones that I'm a little bit more picky with. Because if they're predictable, then it kind of loses my interest. And even going about that, they can still be predictable, but then you have to have enjoyable characters. You have to have enjoyable dialogue, ones that niche me in and bring me in with every lingering second. And sadly, I didn't get that from this film either. Start with my pros, of course, because Emily Blunt is absolutely incredible in this. I loved her performance in here. I didn't necessarily love her character, but I loved her in this role, and I think she is great. I'm always a major fan of what Blunt does, and to see how she is in this film, she's great. Jamie Dornan, really moving on up. You know, I wasn't the biggest fan of him when I first saw him debut in a movie, which was, I think, was 50 Shades, which for a good reason, that's not my type of film either. But Jamie Dornan, I think, has kind of started moving his career towards a new path, and I like this path that he's going on. Jon Hamm pretty much plays Jon Hamm, and same thing for Christopher Walken. He's playing Christopher Walken character that you've seen multiple times before. But within each of those performances, you know, this does take place in Ireland. So let's talk about my one con with this. Some of the accents go in and out, especially with certain actors. Now, I'm not the biggest person that's going to be like, oh, Ireland. I know exactly what an Irish accent sounds like. I don't. But from the times that I have heard them, they're a little bit off in here, especially with certain characters where they feel in and out, and it took me out of the experience where a film should be immersive for me, and I wasn't getting that immersive feeling. Even within that, the story here too feels a little bit, not even convoluted, but just kind of a mess. It feels like it's all over the place, and it's a story that I didn't feel latched into. I kept waiting and waiting and waiting for something to finally happen to engage me within this. But the only thing keeping me engaged with the story was truly the performances from Emily Blunt and Jamie Dornan. Which again, that could be completely different for every other person out there, because I think this is a romantic movie that maybe I would appeal and kind of put towards a Lifetime film. I think it's kind of surprising that this film was even made, if I'm being completely honest. The cast, the crew, even the straight up poster for this film feels a little bit lacking in a certain department, where it just feels like one of those fake trailers that I would have seen before on SNL or Tropic Thunder. That's not to say that the film turned out that way, even though I didn't completely love it. I found it to just be a fine film. I was just waiting for more to happen. On a technical level, the film's beautiful, and the score is also pretty good. While I didn't enjoy this film, I think some of you guys might jump into this and enjoy it a lot more than I did. I think this maybe, if you're a fan of, like, I would appease this to, like, Nicholas Sparks. Like, I think my girlfriend would have really liked this film way more than me. She loves the Nicholas Sparks films. I like some of them, the good ones, but the ones that are kind of in the middle of the road, that's kind of how this one turned out for me. Mountain Thyme is fine. You know, the performances from Emily Blunt are good. Jamie Dornan, good. Christopher Walken, he's playing Christopher Walken, and Jon Hamm is playing Jon Hamm. This isn't the best film of the year, nor is it even the worst. It's just fine. Like, I walked out of this movie and I was just like, okay, that was a film. That was a romantic drama. And the story just never engaged me. And I think that'll be different for every other person who does kind of come into this film. But even throwing in there, I like the score. I think the movie's pretty to look at, but it's just not one that I'll remember in the next couple of days. And actually, I've already pretty much forgot about the film since I watched it a couple days ago. So with all that said, I'm going to give Wild Mountain Thyme a D+. Thank you guys again so much for clicking on this. They're seriously all the best. I hope you guys did enjoy this review. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment down below and let me know your guys' thoughts. Head on over to Samsung Films on how to see films early. And of course, it's a big day to you and a big day to my Patreon supporters, because without you, I wouldn't be able to do this. Thank you guys again, and of course, until next time, stay classy.